Otherwise, I'm just a psycho alone in the room jerking off. This is on OnlyFans.
Play action fakes it for Mason and zone. Yes, touchdown.
Hi, and welcome to Genos Picks. Yeah, Daddy's got this iPad, which is just an $8 laptop, but we got to get this done. And this should be the quickest, but easily the simplest Genos Picks ever, because I sit here in Content House in fucking lovely Orlando. Are we allowed to say that, Marshall? This one's simply for the streak. 14.5 seasons, never missing a week. So let's get to these 4 picks. But first, let's catch up on last week, where after a 2-2 week, in which Daddy's ass was saved by the Bears on Monday night to give me a 14-14 record. It also gave me the win in the football show, because that was my 9th win. Daddy went 9-5 on the week, 9-5 on the week. So he won the week, and now Daddy is ready to spit out some winners, which incidentally, given him here at Content Weekend with a couple of content OnlyFans creators, that's the 3rd time I've heard spit out some winners today. Content creators, Marshall. Remember when they were just called whores? All right, let's get to the picks. My first pick, the Jags are giving 2.5 to the Broncos in London. After the Packers and G-Men became the first 2 teams ever to meet in London with a winning record in NFL London games, well, the NFL is back on track with the garbage product we keep shipping across the pond to London, as 2 terrible 2-5 teams travel across the pond for another early morning Sunday matchup between the Jaguars and Broncos. And remember, if you have players of either of these teams on your fantasy team, be sure to get 845 and kill yourself, okay? Maybe you have Russell Wilson and his 5 TDs and 35.1 QBR rating. QBR? That's more like a PR rating. I just thought of that. Smigs do a lot of work and get no credit. All right, or maybe you have the Jags, who actually have a running back named Snoop Davis. Dog, Snoop sucks. But rumor has it, if the Broncos lose this game, that they will fire, finally, head coach Nathaniel Hackett, which is why I wish this wasn't the Week 8 London game. I wish it was the Week 10 Germany game, because after fucking Hackett loses his gig, he can hit the showers in Auschwitz and do it right. I'm taking the Jags and laying the points in this one. My next pick, the Falcons are laying 4 to the Panthers in Hotlanta. Now, last week I told you that P.J. Walker would step in with 0 pressure and would have a hot hand in place of Baker Mayfield, who was also facing 0 pressure. But in his case, it was the pressure of being an absolute 0, which is funny, because absolute 0 is as frigid as he has been playing. And while a lot of people are saying, well, didn't the Bucs have all week to study his XFL tapes? I don't know if they did or didn't, but I'll tell you who should be studying XFL tapes. Fucking Baker Mayfield for his next fucking job. P.J. Walker is now the starter, and with the starter comes a little extra pressure that he wasn't ready for, and I think the Falcons cover this 4.5. Take the Falcons. My next pick, the Jets are getting 3 at MetLife from the Patriots. I've been saying this for the past few weeks, and never was it more apparent than this past Monday night. You Patriots fans are fucking spoiled, okay? The fact that anyone is ever calling the greatest coach in NFL history, calling for him to be fired, that's only matched by the speed at which the fucking Pats yanked Mac Jones unceremoniously last week in the middle of everything. Yanked in the middle of everything, that's another phrase we've been hearing from the OnlyFans horse. They wouldn't yank me or Marshall in the middle of anything. Anyway, we're not bitter. We're not bitter. We're just here alone in a room with Elsa on the wall. Faggots. Look, Jones may be on his way out. But here's the thing. People are maybe Jones deserves to be on his way out, because here's a fun fact. Yeah, he won 10 games in his opening campaign last season, but only 2 came against teams with winning records. And 1 was a game against the Bills in a stadium so windy and cold, he threw 3 passes. That's 3 more than we threw at that. All right, we get it. They're whores. All day. Look, fucking what's his name? Bill Belichick. Yeah, you didn't forget, because he got you 6 fucking rings. Bill Belichick is going to take his time figuring this out, and he can. And while he's doing that, Jets are going to fly right by him. I'm taking the Jets in this game and the 2.5 they're getting. Which brings me to my Double Your Money Monday night bet. Who are we kidding? Everything's 50-50. In a game many are calling the Battle of Ohio, which is a fitting name, because battling for the state of Ohio is like battling to take home a chick at last call. In both cases, you're trying to land something that takes up a lot of space. They're fat. Because they're fat. Anyone? Elsa? Look, in any case, I don't give a shit. The Bengals are going to follow the hot hand of Joe Burrow, AFC Player of the Week last week, but he will have one of those hands tied behind his back, as he's lost Jamar Chase for at least a couple of weeks. He avoided the IR, but he has a hip injury, but it could be worse. You could have 4 of the best legs in the NFL's rushing game in your backfield like the Browns and just constantly forget who the fuck they are. Are you out of your mind? Jacoby Brissett came into this game this season one more time saying it's his job. He doesn't have any pressure. He's just filling in for that rapist, Deshaun Watson. And all he's done is proven he's not a temporary starter. He's a permanent fucking backup. Take the Bengals, the 3 and a hook, lay it. Those are Geno's picks. Let's get back to those whores. Create.